Hey there, everybody, and welcome back. For those of you that are looking to make a social or sharing website without needing to know any code or without knowing any code, stay tuned. I'm going to cover how to do that in today's video. Now, before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe and check out the channel for new content. All right, so jumping straight in, this is something I've already done in my previous video. So this is the home page. It's not the most visually appealing, but it does have fully functional upload logic, and we do have the customized version that we made in the last video as well. So basically, you don't need to know any coding whatsoever for this video. I will be providing the code for all of this. You would just need to make some small changes here and there. So to get the code for this, as covered in the last video, you can head on over to codelessfix.com, go to the coded apps section, and I have a source code library. When you go here, I don't want to provide files because I know a lot of people are hesitant to download viruses. So basically in each section here, you'll scroll through, find whichever one you want to get the code for. In this case, it's the social or sharing site. You can drag this little window just so you can see the actual code, and then you can click copy to clipboard, and I'll just paste some of it up here. As you can see, it pastes everything, so you can copy this directly. In the last video, I basically took this page here, modified it to make it this page. Again, not very impressive, but you can make your own changes to make it more appealing. So what we're going to do now is add a layer of complexity to this, because right now, all you're seeing if you have this is, okay, I have one website or one web page. What's the use of this? Well, you can actually link them, and again, make this really whatever you want it to be. So I have a link from W3 Schools pulled up here on adding in a basic link or hyperlink. So we're going to copy this text. It's pretty basic. It's basically just we have a href equals the URL and then link text. So what we're going to do is we are going to close these two pages and this page here, and we are going to open up Notepad++. So we're going to drop in page 2, and we'll get all of the code for page 2. So we're going to look for, let's just say the title. It's up here. It's Coffee Connect. That's what's going to appear in the tab at the top of the page. Now the H1 is the header. So this is, or I guess I should say the heading. So it's the giant text at the top of the page. So if we decided, you know what, below the header, I want there to be a link. And we want this to be to page 2. So the idea here is you would type in page, and we're going to troubleshoot this one together. So page 3.html. And then the link text, we'll just call it check it out. Now we're going to click save and see what happens here and troubleshoot it together. So when we click page 2, you'll see we have check it out, and then we have page 3. So in this case, no troubleshooting needed whatsoever. However, if you were to open up Notepad, and let's just say you typed in space 3 and saved it, and we click page 2 and click check it out, now file can't be accessed, and you'll see the link is messed up here. You can typically open DevTools in your browser by right-clicking and clicking Inspect. And then as you experience errors, you can review the console and the network tabs and drop those errors in ChatGPT to get some additional help. So in this case, we have page 2, and we've put this check it out option. Now, this is obviously not what you're going to want to do for something visually appealing, but in this case, we're just going to walk through check out, and we're going to show you how to link pages. So we're going to say check out page 3. So the idea here is we've now linked to page 3. And then we can go in page 3 and say, hey, go to page 2. So we're going to open up Notepad, and this is a process that you can repeat for a larger number of pages. So in this case, we're going to scroll through, and we're going to go find this is a test, and do just what we did before. And we're just going to put page2.html, and then the link text, we're going to call it go to page 1. Or, sorry, page 2. So what we've effectively done here is link the two pages to each other. But if you're thinking, you know, this still doesn't look good, I don't like the coloring, you know, it's just not very aesthetic, not appealing, etc., then what you can do is you can make quite a few different changes to the page. So the majority of everything is going to be up here. You can see add your custom CSS styles. So you see your font family here. You'll see your background color. So what we can do is we can copy this and go into our internet browser and type this in and see what color is this. So you'll see this is white. So if you wanted to change this up, you could find a different color. So you can go through your color picker and try to figure out what we're using is the hex code, which is right here. So we could decide, you know what, we want a light blue background. So we'll copy this hex code, and then we can go in here and paste in the new hex code and save it. And this is only on page 3. So we'll open up page 3, and now our background is a new color. Then what we can do, because this still looks not great, is we can say, okay, what is this color here being used for? So we can go back to this page, paste in the new color, and we'll see that it's that green color that's the header at the top. So maybe we decide, you know what, let's try a dark blue header. We can copy this code, drop it in right here, save it, go back to page 3, and now we have a dark blue header with this purplish bluish color background. And then you can continue to go through this and make changes to this website. So for example, there are HTML elements to add in dividers or quite a few other options to make this look more visually appealing. But what you can do if you want to figure out how to link these pages, and what I'm walking you through is just how to add some complexity. If we click go to page 2, you'll see it takes us back to page 2. And then check out page 3. Again, here now you have an issue, so you would just go back to page 2 and figure out what's the issue. So as we're scrolling through, you would just find the link, and you'll see we added in the space previously, but we didn't fix it. So now page 3 and 2 link to each other. So at this point, all you need to do to get this hosted online is drop all of these files into your online hosting utility. So what we're going to do is I'm going to walk you through it really quickly. I don't want people to have to jump between too many videos, so it'd be really helpful if you like and subscribe just to show some support for the channel. All right, so jumping straight in, we're going to use Hostinger. So if you're interested in getting a little bit of a discount, you can check out the Codeless Fix website. When you go there, there is an affiliate links section in the About Me section. You can go there, check out the affiliate links, and you should be able to find one for Hostinger. Usually you'll get a discount, and then I will also get a portion of the proceeds as well. So we have our file editor pulled up. I always say you can ignore all of these. These are subdomains of codelessfix.app. So right now we're at codelessfix.app. The only relevant files are these ones down here. So what we're going to do is delete all of them. And the reason for this is we're going to upload the new files just so I can show you how this works. So to show you in real time, I am actually deleting the files. We're going to refresh the page and get our 403 error. Now, we're going to upload all of the files that we just made. So we'll drop them in here. You'll see it's uploaded all of them. And then we will refresh this page. Now we have a login screen again. We're going to type in our super secure non-existent credentials. Click sign in. You'll see we have check out page 3, go to page 2. As you can see, this is working as expected. All of our items are there, and all we really had to pay for was a really basic Hostinger account. You may be able to find some free online tools to host, but if you want an actual domain name like codelessfix.com, codelessfix.app, you do have to pay for those. It's not really something that's avoidable. So the cost for that tends to be a little bit lower, but this makes life a lot easier since you're basically taking functionality that a lot of other web builders make you pay for, and you're able to do this yourself. Now, again, this is not the most visually appealing, and if you want, you can usually drop your code into either ChatGPT or other platforms, even just checking out other websites to find out elements that people use. This website here, w3schools.com, is an incredible resource. So I probably should be using this more than I actually do, but you can find all of these different HTML, CSS, JavaScript. I mean, they have stuff for all these programming languages, and they just give it to you for free. So you can find all different ways to actually make your page more attractive. So you can find out, how do I do things like create more custom navigation and stuff like that. You scroll through, find the elements that you want to add to your page, and then you can use them and add them in the code wherever you see fit. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment box below, and I'll see you all in the next video.